Welcome to Ready Camp, June 24th, 2019, Wausau, Wisconsin. Let's check it out.
So this game is called the Extreme Events Activity, but before we jump into it, just to explain some of what I do and who I am, most of you I met last year at my first year working here at Ready Camp, but my name is Amy Cassini. I am the Regional Preparedness Liaison for the Federal Emergency Management Agency in Region 5. So we do individual and community preparedness for 6 states across the region, as Haley mentioned earlier. So that's Michigan, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois. So we're a team of 3 people. So that's a lot of state to cover for a team of 3 people, but we manage and we love to support state programs and things like that, like Ready. We also run the Regional Youth Preparedness Council for Region 5, which Haley is a part of. It's an awesome opportunity. I am shamelessly plugging it right now. But if anyone is interested, it's a great resume builder for college as well. So if anyone's interested in the field of emergency management or just wants to do an individual service project in their community, you can reach out to me about applying for the council. It is a selective process, but it's a great opportunity also to work with other members from different states across the region, and you get a free trip to Chicago, so Anyway, so with the Federal Emergency Management Agency, who has heard of FEMA before coming here? Yeah, if you watch the news at any point. So a few people, yeah. We basically, with FEMA steps in to assist in emergency management when a disaster or an emergency has basically exceeded the state and local government's capacity. So FEMA operates as kind of both a source for funding for states and for communities, and also as kind of a management entity or a coordinating entity in the event of a major disaster. So some recent disasters that we've had that you have probably seen on the news that FEMA is responding to are things like, obviously, the big hurricanes. So Hurricane Maria last year, or 2 years ago now, I guess. Hurricane Maria, Irma, Harvey, things like that. Also the tornadoes that were just in Dayton. We have a lot of people who are just now getting deployed into Dayton, Ohio as well. So you might have seen that on the news. So that's what we do on the response side of FEMA, but we also do preparedness. And so what we do in individual and community preparedness is working with people like you all to make sure that people know how to be prepared for an emergency or a disaster within their own homes and their own communities. Because citizens are the first responders, they're the real first responders, and the goal is basically to empower every citizen to be that first responder that they can be. So anyways, to launch into this game is, like I said, called the Extreme Events Activity. So the whole point here is that you guys now are going to be managing a disaster, like what we did with FEMA, but you're going to be managing a disaster within your own town. Your town is called River City. So you all have a little name tag, right? With a position or a title. So some of you might be, the governor or the mayor, or you might own a local business or be a single mom with 3 kids, but you all have a role to play within the community. So that you all fit into different areas or different facets of River City. So the event that we're going to be managing is going to be a flood, but first we have to prepare. So Liam should have put down on the table some colored cards like this that explain what each sector does. I want you guys to sit by the card that matches the color. Where did you put them?
I have one over on the far side. I guess the one you're holding.
Yeah.
One on
So you guys are going to be up and moving and stuff, so there's going to be a lot of movement here.
You represent.
What do you guys do?
Federal government's emergency
Some
response
back
center.
card.
Assistance programs.
I'm not getting myself. We're committed to serving the best interest for the people and businesses of the city.
Yeah.
And managers of the city, state operations, and many governing members who are keep the city and state running. And work very close with each other like friends do.
Great.
That's a lot.
Perfect. What about community groups? Perfect. Right. What do you all do?
You are dedicated to providing important services for city residents through philanthropic, nonprofit, religious, and other endeavors. You are tightly connected to one another and a local resident. Some of you bring people together and provide gathering places. Others provide food, supplies, or specialized services for at-risk residents.
Perfect. All right, and first responders?
Over here.
Okay.
We are professionals who devote our careers to keeping others safe. You faithfully serve your city by enforcing the law, providing medical help, responding to emergencies, and maintaining and repairing the city's basic infrastructure such as roads and utilities. You are highly knowledgeable about your community and close connections with state and regional partners.
All right, so households.
Yeah,
An
we're
individual.
right here. You are the foundation of the community with a strong connection to local neighborhoods in your city. You are a diverse, dynamic group spanning everyone from babies to retirees. You represent a variety of living situations, including renters and homeowners, people who live alone in groups or with their families.
I'm glad Brian's
Retirees.
Anyways, and then we have federal officials. I believe that's dark blue.
You are leaders and agencies of the federal government with a wide range of expertise, data, and tools to support community resilience. You represent leaders in the federal government's emergency response network, assistance programs, and science agencies. You have representatives who live in the city and are well connected with local and state officials as well as first responders.
Okay, and businesses.
You are the backbone of your city's economy and critical part of its vibrant downtown district. You represent a variety of businesses from small independent shops and service providers to large chain stores and financial institutions. The majority of your employees live in the city and are active in their neighborhoods.
Okay, so you all are people who are the major players in the event of an emergency or a disaster, right? So you are all gonna have to work together to address some sort of emergency disaster. And you all have resources, right? And you buy resources with money. So you guys all have a budget. And so passing out, yeah, these are makeshift cards. I haven't got that. All right, so each group is gonna get a deck of 24 resource cards. So these are the things that you guys, that are gonna be crucial for you guys to use in the event of an emergency or disaster in the community. I'm thinking about, because we don't have a lot of solid activities for like this age.
I don't think that's as important as other things.
Not this time of year.
Unfortunately, like we have a lot of young kids and we have stuff for like college age stuff. But we don't have a lot
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so air filter. Okay, so let's talk about like
Interesting to have it in there.
emergency practice
How is
drills.
that a
But like we're already in the
Yeah, you need it now.
Yeah, so I don't think you think
Year number 2 using Ready Camp as a
Three more?
our test run. The test run for games, but you know, it's working out.
9, 10. So get 2 more.
Oh, okay.
Get rid of one.
Wait, isn't that?
Okay, yeah, that is nice. Alright, so everyone pick one thing they think is important for community.
Something with whatever you have, you got a contingency plan.
Emergency supplies. You can almost even these so you can communicate back and forth.
The radio.
Do you want gas masks instead? We need one.
Okay, what else?
You need something for a
Okay, but how
tent.
about like just up to date?
It doesn't matter.
That's true. Natural selection.
Yeah, that's a selection.
Portable forts that could be useful. What is I don't think we need temporary roads.
No.
Or do I'd rather go for buses. Buses
Yeah.
hold more people, cars,
And they're more durable to it. So I say
20 citizen volunteers. That's probably gonna be important. Yeah. Water purification system. That's important. And large
Water purification system is if your water gets tainted.
Here's a packet to help you guys out as well. So there's a page in here that's the prepare phase. So those are some questions to consider. Here's some questions on next time.
We narrow it down and we narrow it down to this.
Alright, so the interview.
Yeah. To get strong
So interpersonal would be because we know each other, then I know that you might have some type of a resource. So it's like, well, I call, what's your name? Josie. I call Josie because Josie might have A, B, or C.
Yeah.
So that would be what that would mean.
Yeah. Okay. Now I got notes. I told you.
Where's the school? Why am I from right here, but there's no school?
It's probably in that district, but there's a university there.
Yeah.
That's true.
Where am I from?
You're the governor.
There's literally nothing.
I'm all the way over here.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
I'm from downtown.
Oh, wait,
Does anybody have a pen? We're supposed to be doing something here, I feel like.
No.
Do we need a pen? I feel like we should wait for her to tell us, because it says we only have 5 minutes, so she should probably time us. Let's get ahead of it.
Should I go grab a pen?
Yeah, don't
I
be
think-
silly, like God.
I think she just gave us that to help us make our decision. Do we actually have to fill it out?
We were not
She
told.
says if we get this right in 5 minutes, then we can pick one from the...
Oh.
There's an answer in the back.
We were not told to fill it out, so I'm gonna say probably.
We probably should be looking at the back.
Look in the back. I'm embarrassed. I'm garbage.
Not that I feel like you need that, because those are for like living at sea.
It's a flood town.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said I feel like you wouldn't need that.
We need what?
Like a wetsuit. Like
I
it
mean,
ain't
there's
that.
not.
The
Yeah.
water ain't that deep. You
Well,
know?
maybe their sports team's got that.
Yeah.
Valid. Skeptical, but valid.
Have you been in one lately?
Plan about how you're dealing, about what you're gonna do with the disaster.
Well, we need to get rid of too much.
Water purification is very important.
Yeah.
Food. I don't know which ones to take out. What do you think?
Well, warm clothing. It's summer.
Think we should take that out? It could be cold when you're cold and wet.
Oh, you're right. What do I know? I'm just a photographer.
We gotta get rid of one more, Liam.
Oh, put the pressure on me, huh?
He says no to everything we say.
I think we should get rid of a comprehensive disaster plan. We don't need that dead weight.
You don't think it?
Kid.
I think you're serious. I think we need to get rid of this.
That's one that they contemplated getting rid of. But up-to-date immunizations, bacteria, let's go through life vests we need.
Thank you for watching our video. Please give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, and all of our contact information, if you would like more information, will be in the description box below. Thank you.